Hello, everyone. Welcome to Who, Whom, Whose, and Whose Important English Grammar Lesson. Well, yesterday I actually introduced my listeners, my viewers, and my subscribers to the part one of this very, very interesting topic. And I can easily recall that I defined pronouns as those words in a sentence that replace nouns, and that in every sentence basically there are two things, especially every sentence is expected to have a subject and a verb, but there are some subjects that also have objects. And for some certain nouns, okay, they can be replaced by pronouns. Like if I say Mrs. Ngozi or Mrs. Musa, okay, the she pronoun can really replace the Mrs. Ngozi or Mr. Musa. Then in a sentence, that the subject is just the doer of the action, is the performer of the action, while the object is the receiver of that action. So today the focus has to do with two other pronouns, the who is and the whose. Okay, the who is just the contracted form, okay, or whose, okay, is the contracted form of who is. And the whose is a pronoun that really reflects or that depicts what a possession of things. So please kindly come along with me, okay, while I take you to the to the whiteboard for explicit explanation and comprehension of this vital topic. So it is the who, whom, whose, who is important English grammar lesson part. This is the part two, okay, the concluding part. So who is, okay, this apostrophe, it really shows us that some alphabets or an alphabet has been, okay, taken away from, okay, from this very simple the combination of these two words. It could be HA or it could be I. So contraction of, okay, who is or who has, okay, is the contraction of who is or who has. Then whose is simply, okay, it is the possessive pronouns. And look at the simple sentences that will help you understand, okay, the correct usage of these pronouns. The first one has to do with, this one is who is that woman, but you cannot say who is, it's just who is that woman, who is that woman. Then the other one is, okay, who, this one is who has a pen, okay, who has a pen, who has a pen. So the HA has been omitted, okay, this is the contracted form of who has a pen. Then she is the one who's, okay, she is the one who has been what, supplying goods. So she's the one who has been supplying goods. So has is, the H and A, they've been omitted just to form the contracted form of a pronoun. Then who, this one is the I, okay, who is there please, who is there please. Then the last one is the man, okay, who has been shouting suddenly kept quiet. The man who has, so the HA, okay, both alphabets have been omitted just to create the contracted form of the pronoun whose. Then this one is the possessive pronoun, okay, shows possessions. And I think I have about 5 sentences that will really show us how to use them correctly to form sentences, whether in spoken English or in written English. Then whose car is parked outside, whose car is parked outside. Then the second one is whose books are these, whose books are these please. The third one is whose father visited the school yesterday, whose father visited. I observed that a man came to visit us yesterday, please, whose father visited us yesterday. Then the fourth one is Mr. James is the, okay, is the one whose dog was killed, whose dog, okay, whose dog was killed last week or yesterday. Then finally the criminal, the criminal, okay, whose car was hit has been arrested by the police. Whose? So these are the simple and explicit usages, sorry, or usage of the abbreviated or the contracted, okay, who is or who has, and the pronoun whose, that really depicts possessions of things, whether in spoken or in written language. If you look at this, whose father, whose father visited the school yesterday? Whose father visited the school yesterday? Then the penultimate one is Mr. James is the one whose dog was killed, okay, by an Okada, okay, by a motorbike or by a bus. Then finally, the criminal whose car was hit has been arrested by the police. So these are just explicit examples, explanations on how to use pronouns and how to use them correctly to form sentences. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please do not forget to drop a comment. Do not, if in case you have any questions, you can ask me questions. I will definitely respond to your questions. So thank you, and I will definitely see you in the next video.